Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Texas Rangers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Here's Leody Taveras. The wind of the pitch. Clips the corner, and we're underway in Pittsburgh. Just missed. And a pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike two. And another ball. In the air, out towards left center. It gets down a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
On the ground to third. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Seager stands in now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Fastball for a strike. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and
runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. There's a strike. Two outs. Outside low. And the count 1-2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Here's the third baseman, Ryan Hayes. Hayes, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2015. The wind of the pitch. Strike two.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Here's O'Neal Cruz with 3 hits in the series, and one of them a homer. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That one not close. Now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Payoff pitch. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The pitch. And that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Ryan Reynolds here.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And the righty deals. Popped up. And the infield fly rule call. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate.
J.D. Martinez.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Base hit center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off it.
On the ground to third, might be two. There's one. Over to first, safe.
The hitter knows that if he can beat out the back end of this double play, that runner from third is going to score. That's an RBI. You help your team and you keep the line moving. Really good job right there.
Abraham Toro at the plate with two away, swings through that one.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early in the...
Now that's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Josh Young. Free, back to work. And ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Toro calls it in, and there's one away. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim.
The catcher, number 28, Jonah.
And delivers outside.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Moreno snags it, and there's two away. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The Rangers trailing by 2 here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Now this is in the air down the line. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the second. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. The pitch. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Big swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Up next for the Pirates, Ezekiel Duran. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And the 0-1. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one just misses. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Next one is off the plate. 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Pitch misses there, and the count's full. And that's just foul. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 3-2. On the ground to the left. Over to Lowe. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Akil Baddoo, the next Pirate to hit. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. And that's in the dirt. 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. Play made. That ends the inning. New inning getting started. Josh Bell at the plate now. The line and the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Cruz on to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Owen Miller, the next to hit. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And here it comes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Leody Taveras stepping in for the Rangers. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And that one fouled off. The one is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Kicks and fires. And another ball. Taveras on its second with 2 down. And that's downstairs and outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Slider got him for strike 3. Back here at PNC Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now O'Neal Cruz. And a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
The shortstop takes the ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swings through that. Struck him out looking. Here's the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Grounded to low. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is J.D. Martinez. Late with the swing there.
He can move up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And he chases that one. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back. So now it's Corey Seager. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Seager measures 6 feet 4 inches. 31 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's Josh Young.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Bounce to the left side. Down the line, and it's foul. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground to third. Off balance feed. There's one. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2. Bottom 4, here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. The right-hander back to work. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Pirates did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Abraham Toro, the next Pirate to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Moreno, the next Pirate to hit. In the air out to center. Tavares settles under it. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And a pitch. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 1. There's the strike. Just missed. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Josh Bell.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That misses. And a count 2-1. And another ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The Pirates up by 2 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. Owen Miller digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
On the ground, could be two. Toro toss to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. Back here in Pittsburgh, we head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ezekiel Duran. Lifted in the air, out to left. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's one down. Akil Baddoo, the next Pirate to hit.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Big stack center field. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. On the ground. Off balance feed, there's one. On to low. It's a double play. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Leody Taveras. Freed back to work. That's in there, and that is strike one. Strike two.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Kicks and deals. The punch out there. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. So digging in, Evan Carter. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
One out, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here's Corey Seager to hit. 1 for 2. Pitch misses. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Toro steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. A pitch. Popped up. Should have this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now, Brian Reynolds.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Ball one there.
1-0.
That one finds the zone,
ball, one
and
strike.
that's strike one. The pitch. That one the other way. Carter makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And Martinez. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at PNC Park. Now it's going to be Adolis Garcia. A new arm into the game, the righty, Kevin Kelly.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And he deals. There's a strike. Kelly measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 0-2 now, and it skips into dirt. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the series, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Young swings through it for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Off the mark there, and the count's even at 2. Out there to center. Sawinski in position. And out number 1 on the grab. Now the catcher up to hit, Jonah Heim. And there's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one fouled off. The 0-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now, 2-way down. Next to hit, Nathaniel Lowe. Genesis Cabrera taking the mound.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
First pitch misses. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Hard hit left side. Throw over to Toro, and that is the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nathan Eovaldi.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, 1-run game. Jack Sawinski now at the plate as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Short grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And the batter now. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Moreno up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Lifted in the air right center field. Garcia heads after it. He's got it. Runner tags and will move up to 3rd. Garcia quickly throws it in. And they throw on the brakes at 3rd with no intention of testing the strong arm in right. Here's the second baseman.
Now we'll see if moving up to 3rd there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score in a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Grounder might be 2. Off-balance feed. There's one. Forcefully beat it.
Well, they tried for the inning double play right there, but that high chopper kind of slows everything down and makes it hard to turn too. Throw runner hustling down the first base line. That also allows that runner from third to score. Really nice job all the way around by the offense.
Akil Baddoo getting ready to hit. A little bit high, and that's ball one.
1-0.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
2-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Staying in the game on defense, Brendan Donovan. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Josh Bell stepping in for the Rangers. And the pitch. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Bounce to the right, Donovan. Fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. Owen Miller stepping in for the Rangers. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 down. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the eighth. Not even close there, and the count is 1-2. That's down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
One down, base is empty. And down on strikes. 2 gone. Leody Taveras stepping in for the Rangers. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball one. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. Forget it. His 14th of the year. It's 3-2.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the eighth. Holding on to this.
And he's got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Bottom of the eighth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Akil Baddoo. Eovaldi back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Ground ball to the right side. Low takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Keep Ryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. And a strike in there. Popped up. 2 down. And the batter now, Ryan Reynolds. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Hayes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. And we're back. And here is Corey Seager. David Bednar into the game.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The pitch. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Right-hander kick steals. That's off the mark, and the count 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Dives, but it's off his glove, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Next offering misses down and away. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, left field. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. Substitution now at second base. The pinch runner for the Rangers, Daniel Mateo. Now here is Josh Young. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Oh, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and you see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
The 1-2 stays alive.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim, known for his late inning heroics. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. 1 down. Nathaniel Lowe will hit next. Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
On its way to the corner, Reynolds on the run. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. It's 4-3. Owen Miller stepping in for the Rangers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Popped up right side. Donovan makes the play, and that is that. So coming into the game now on defense, Daniel Mateo. He takes over and right. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Andres Munoz.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Well, 1-run game. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, J.D. Martinez. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That misses, and 1-1. There's a strike. Pitch misses. Ball 2. One-run game, bottom 9. Good eye right there. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings and misses, struck him out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. Up and in, ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab. 2 down. Last chance now for the Pirates. Abraham Toro, the next Pirate to hit. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. Miller. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we